Across the hush of winter's deep, where rooftops glitter fast asleep, a boy lay still on Christmas Eve, half afraid he might believe. For though his doubts had grown with age, a spark still warmed his inner page. A flicker soft, a whispered guess, tonight might bring the wondrous, yes. The clock ticked on, the snow lay still. Stars drifted past the distant hill. He strained to hear what stories say. A sleigh, a hoofbeat far away. Then suddenly, a trembling roar, a thunder rolling to his door. The night lit up, the windows shook. He leapt from bed for just one look. Outside the yard, in frozen gleam, a locomotive billowed steam, its brass alive with golden flare, its whistle slicing through the air. The conductor bowed, coat lined with frost, as though he'd stepped from ages lost. He raised an eyebrow, crisp, impressed. Well? Coming on the Polar Express. The boy stepped close in trembling awe. A miracle of steel he saw. Inside, warm lights and eager eyes, children buzzing with surprise. The train began its upward glide, through forests deep and countryside, past lakes that shone in silver sleep, past owls drifting through the deep. Hot chocolate dancers whirled in cheer, spinning ribbons far and near. Mugs poured thick with frothy bliss, cookies soft as Christmas wish. Laughter sparkled, cocoa gleamed. The moment felt exactly dreamed. A girl nearby, both brave and kind, tapped the boy's unsure mind. Come on, she said, let's see the front. And soon they climbed the engine's brunt. Firelight roared in molten glow, embers swirling to and fro. Then chaos struck with icy might. They plunged down slopes of frozen white. Rails vanished under drifting frost. For one wild breath, the train seemed lost. Yet iron wheels reclaimed the ice. A gamble paid at winter's price. The boy clung tight, his heart beat loud. Above them wheeled a stormy cloud. Upon the roof, with winds that whipped, a phantom traveler slyly slipped. The hobo, with a riddle's grin, flickered like a ghostly twin. Believe, he murmured through the gale, or else the magic thins and pales. Then with a wink, he vanished cold, a tale untold, yet somehow old. Through snowy caverns, frozen lakes, where moonlight on the ice awakes, the polar engine slid and soared, a winter symphony restored. And then ahead, in northern glow, a glimmer warm began to grow. Towers shimmered, lanterns tall. They'd reached the pole, the heart of all. Elves rushed past in festive throngs, singing high their merry songs. Gadgets whirred, toy drums beat, candy scents perfumed the street. The children watched with breath held tight, for Santa would appear tonight. A hush fell soft as falling snow. Reindeer stamped in gentle row. Then Santa stepped through golden door, a presence tall as myth and lore. The boy felt small beneath his gaze, a child still caught between two ways. Santa smiled a warming smile, 1,000 years in every mile. He reached inside his crimson vest, and drew a bell of silver blessed. For you, he said, a sound to keep, but only faith can make it leap. The boy shook hard. No sound replied, just silence cold and amplified. Santa touched the child's hand. You'll hear it when you understand. Back on the train, the night grew still. The stars bent low above the hill. The children slept, their dreams aglow. The windows soft with drifting snow. The boy held tight the bell's mute gleam, half afraid it was a dream. At home again, the porch lay white, the living room in morning light. He checked his pocket. Empty space. Had the bell slipped from its place? But under ribbons, wrapped with care, a tiny box was waiting there. Inside, the bell, in silver rest. A note, found this. Mr. C. in red. His breath caught fast, his worries fell. He shook the gift. And then the bell. It rang. A sound so pure, so bright, so clear. It filled the air with Christmas cheer. His parents smiled but heard no tone. To them, the chime was never known. Yet in his heart the echo stayed, a promise that would never fade. As years went on, some lost the sound. Those shook the bell the whole year round. But he, the boy who dared to see, still heard its soft serenity. For magic dwells where hearts believe, where snow drifts slow on Christmas Eve, where midnight trains cut through the sky, and wonder does not say goodbye, where children listen, wide and still, for whispers drifting past the sill. And somewhere, through the winter's press, rolls the shining Polar Express, inviting all, both young and old, to journey where the brave and bold step aboard through frosted gleam, and chase the light of Christmas dream. So when the moon is snowy bright, and bells ring faint on silent night, lean close, let wonder guide your way, for magic isn't far, just one belief away. And though the years may onward glide, like carols drifting far and wide, he keeps the bell upon his shelf, a quiet vow he made himself, to guard the spark the season gives, so long as Christmas spirit lives. And when the snow begins to fall, he swears he hears the distant call, a whistle soft, a gentle press, the promise of the Polar Express.